Hello friends, welcome back. We're doing some Dishonored 2. I wanted to play this game. I've been wanting to play this game for a long time. But I didn't really know if you guys wanted to watch it. But I just love this game. It's just so much fun, and there's just so many different creative things you can do with this game. So I decided to just play it. I hope you guys like it. I skipped the first cutscene in the game because I've played through this mission a billion times. If I'm being completely honest, I was trying to record this video and have been trying to record this video for like 2.5 days now. And I just could not get Dishonored to agree with my recording software, or for my recording software to work at all, if I'm being completely honest. And so this is like my 7th try, and I think this one will go well. So we'll see how it goes.
How many times have I looked at that skyline? It feels like everything just changed.
Emily really likes to interrupt also, by the way. She really likes to interrupt my monologue at the beginning of each video. So I skipped the first cutscene. This is literally the first time you get to actually move around with your character. I picked Emily, so you can pick between Emily and Corvo when you first start this game. And I picked Emily because she's technically the canonical way to play this game, and I wanted something new and fresh in terms of powers and abilities. So I picked Emily. That's who we're going to play through this game with. Corvo's currently frozen in the throne room. I'll show you that in a minute. If you haven't played Dishonored 2, I highly recommend watching like a video of just the first cutscene, or just like look up the first cutscene of Dishonored 2 or something like that. I'm not super far in. Like, this is literally the first time you get to control the character. Basically, a coup happened. Emily gets locked in this office. If you pick Emily as a playable character, she gets locked in this office. Corvo gets frozen. And your aunt decides to, who you've never met before and you've never seen in your life, decides to just appear out of nowhere and take over your Empress title. And so that's what this coup is. Everybody that is loyal to you, your house guard and your servants and stuff, have all been killed.
How is this possible?
So in this first mission, we're trying to get Ramsey. So we'll see. I'll show you guys from here on out. That's basically the basic rundown. And as we get through this first mission, because I've done it so many times, I'll kind of also give a brief rundown of my plans for the video and stuff, or for this video and future videos. And yeah, anyways, this is the dialogue scene right here, so I'm gonna just be quiet. I do want to have you guys watch every cutscene. That first cutscene is just so long, and I can't sit through it a 9th or 10th time. I don't know, but I can't just sit through it again. It's getting on me a little bit. I don't know, but anyways, we'll go talk to this chick.
Lady Emily, you're all right. I was worried. Where's the Royal Protector?
There's a coup underway. My father is... he's imprisoned, for lack of a better word.
You've got to get out of the tower. Through your safe room. There was a captain earlier today, down at the docks, looking for the Royal Protector. Find her. Get out of Dunwall.
Alexei, I'm sorry. Goodbye.
So our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to go find the captain. To do that, we need to get through the safe room.
This won't open.
It is
without my
locked,
ring.
though.
Ramsey has it.
Ramsey has the ring. You see it in the cutscene. He takes it from you as he locks you in that room. But he has the ring, so we're going to go take him out. He's the target for this first level. We're doing this full, non-lethal, and as ghost as possible. I don't want to keep restarting missions and cutting them out and not showing you my mistakes. So if it does happen, it'll happen. If I have to respawn at checkpoints too many times, I will. Or if it's too many, if it becomes too many times, I'll stop and I will just
Raiders.
I'll just keep going and just take the L on the ghost for that mission. But We're going to do as ghost as possible, and we are doing 100% non-lethal. So, we're going to hide that guy up here because I know for sure that this captain is going to come in here.
The throne room blocked off, we should have the time we need. Just stay here and stall anyone who comes by. I'll be back when I've searched the royal chambers, assuming I don't accidentally lock myself in this damn safe room.
We'll cover for you if anyone from the Duke's party returns. This is exciting. Everything's changing.
Yes, the natural order is reasserting itself. The Ramseys once hosted the king and queen of Morley. Did you know that? I spent my childhood playing with the Buntings and the Boyles, the cream of society.
And very soon you'll be back at the top, Captain.
Okay. So a couple of cool things about this game is they made the non-lethal a lot more viable with things like, I'll show you with this guy, but I did do it to the other guy, drop knockouts, which is really nice. Emily's powers are super cool. They're very unique to this game. Very out of the box powers, honestly. Like, they thought out of the box for these powers. Some of them are very similar to Corvo's, but they're really cool. So we're going to drop assassinate this guy. The non-lethal way of taking this target out is to lock him in the safe room. So that's what we're going to do. Got him. We're going to get our ring. We can get into said safe room.
This won't leave my hand again.
Sorry if I sound off. I am sick right now. We knocked him out, so we're gonna place him in the safe room and shut the door behind us, and that will give us the non-lethal for Mortimer Ramsey.
Anton Sokolov made this lock.
If I manage to ghost this first mission, I'm gonna be completely honest, this will be my first time doing it out of all the playthroughs I've done. This game is cursed. I have had a really hard time recording this game, honestly.
Now you've got what you wanted, Ramsey. The Imperial suite atop Dunwall Tower. Stay put until this is all set straight, Ramsey. Enjoy the rations and well water, sleeping next to a fortune.
But I think I've solved it now. We're gonna grab the gold in here.
The reserves won't help against Delilah, even if I had a way to carry it all out of here.
No gold in that one, so we'll grab the gun and the telescope.
I have a feeling I'll need these.
We won't be using the gun, but we will be using the telescope quite a lot. So, gonna go to Dunwall Streets. So I plan on making this a series. I plan on posting these videos every, I think, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday or Sunday. I have the Adept Killer series going on right now, and I'm posting those every Monday. So this one will be every Tuesday, roughly.
Hiding. I should make my way to the docks.
And I will have other just random videos throughout that don't have anything to do with my existing series. Just these are ones I want to keep as constants. Ooh, sorry, constants.
Gotta get out of Dunwall.
So this area is fairly easy to tear through.
What do I have to do to help my father?
You can't go this way, like you can go this way, but it makes the stealth really difficult because, as you'll see here in about 2 seconds, right there, and over here, the streets are just littered with guards. So it's really hard to do this full stealth with going along the street. So I've found a couple different routes in my playthroughs to get through this whole area without getting caught. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, but that works. So that's the drop knockout that I was talking about. Very nice addition to this game.
I need to find a ship.
We're gonna go over here, up this wall, under this staircase. If you can't tell, I've done this a lot the last couple days. And the only way I've found to sneak past this area is to go this way. And there's going to be a guy coming through that door right there. So we're gonna let him go past. And then...
Who is this?
Ooh. And once he's there... Oh! He turned around. That's so unfortunate.
Over there! On the stairs!
Let's see. Okay, cool. Auto-saved it there. So we're gonna load this one. If I do too many loadings, it's going to be exactly like Dishonored 1 in terms of my rules for the playthrough. If there's too many times that I do a load, like a reload, I will just not do it anymore. And by too many times, I mean like 2 or 3 times. Anything more than that, in my opinion, is too much. But I think 1 or 2 is fairly okay. I want to show you guys mistakes I'm making. I just want it to be like a genuine playthrough. I don't want it to be just a perfect video from start to finish of me just tearing through this. Some people find that appealing, and I do also find it appealing, especially with games like Dishonored. But if I'm doing a full playthrough, I want it to
Special edition. Empress Delilah
be as
Conway,
genuine as
rightful
possible.
heir to the throne, has taken power
I'm just a
in Dunwall.
a genuine person, not a good person. A fairly genuine person, I feel like, and so I find it important to relay that in my videos. So anyways, we knocked that guy out. This is a journalist. Let's talk to him.
That man, part of the Duke's coup, I'm sure of it now. And I saw him talking to Captain Ramsey of the City Watch.
You weren't the only one fooled. But I never ordered those killings.
I know that. It was irresponsible of me to print the name Crown Killer. I allowed myself to be coerced. Forgive me.
You're forgiven. I'm not sure what happens next, but protect yourself. And when the time is right, tell people the truth.
You can count on it. I
We're
won't
done
ask you
talking.
what your plans are,
Stop
but for the
talking.
sake of
I don't care.
Dunwall and for the young
Citizens of Dunwall, listen up. For the sake of your
I
family,
actually
turn over
just
all
finished
information
recording an
concerning
hour-long
Emily
video of this.
Baldwin and Corvo
Because, and it was like really good. Like the quality was good.
What?
I tore through the first mission or 2. But I just kept saying
I should talk to the captain.
and
of that
I
ship.
just could not for some reason stop myself from saying every 2 or 3 seconds, and it really bothered me. So I was rewatching it to edit it, and I just couldn't handle it, so I decided to make another video. I find it important. While I don't want the gameplay to be perfect, because I do want it to be as perfect as I can make it, but I don't want you guys to only see the cleaned up version of my videos. I want my videos to have a genuine feel to them, because I'm a genuine person, I feel like. At least I think I am. So but I want my videos to be enjoyable, and I don't think, at least for me, it's not enjoyable to listen to someone say every 5 seconds, and that's what I was doing while I was trying to explain everything in the last video. So I decided to just do it again, and I'm doing it for real this time. So we knocked that guy out. We might have actually done this full ghost this time. I've just done this mission so many times now in the last 2.5 days that I kind of just was able to tear through it pretty good. Only messed up on that one guy in there, and that was because I peeked around the corner and I didn't expect him to see me. We're playing this on hard difficulty, so not the hardest difficulty, but definitely up there. Why am I stuck? Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Why can't I swim up? Oh no, am I gonna... Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, I thought I was gonna drown right there. Drowned. I thought I was gonna drown right there. So we're gonna talk to this lady. You know, when I first played through this game, I was so hyped because I thought this was gonna be Samuel, but it's not. It's Billy. She's not bad though. I don't mind her. She's a cool character.
Is there any chance I could slip past all these uniformed... Lady,
Okay.
you want to hear what I've got to say. I guarantee it. Lady Emily, you won't get far with that face. Stamped on half the coins in the city.
There's a coup underway, and I'm being blamed for the Crown Killer murders. I don't care what my face looks like.
My name's Megan Foster. I work with an old ally of yours, Anton Sokolov. We learned something scary down in the south. and I came to warn you.
I know, Anton, but Corvo's gone. The Duke of Serkonos is here with a woman named Delilah. They massacred everyone in the throne room. Then she did something I can't explain. There was nothing to do but run.
Sometimes that's all you can do. This is my ship, the Dreadful Whale. We can head out as soon as you're ready.
I need to get to Karnaca where the Crown Killer murders started. Delilah must have been down there for a while, and I've got to figure out what's going on.
You're Corvo's daughter. I'll give you that. Should we go?
Yes, please.
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's go. Full Ghost, full Merciful. Let's go. Okay, cool. Finally. I mean, that took longer. Last time, the last video I made, that only took 15 minutes. So, not bad. So, my plans for this game are as follows. Ghostly, so not as this dictates. No alarms rung, no bodies detected, no detections of yourself, and no civilians killed, hostiles killed, or total killed is merciful. So we're going to try and get merciful and ghostly in this entire playthrough. I will be doing more playthroughs of high chaos. I offered that in Dishonored 1, but it was more of like on a request basis because I love Dishonored 1, but I just love Dishonored 2 more. And this I was only playing Dishonored 1 because I wanted to give you guys a basis to stand on before playing Dishonored 2. I know it's been a while. I think before you watch this video, you should definitely watch the playthrough of Dishonored 1. It's a really, in my opinion, it's a very good playthrough. And it'll give you a lot of context as to this game. But I'll tell you the rest of the plans after this. So
Am I still aboard Megan's ship? It feels odd.
Ooh.
What
So
is this place? Where am I?
my plan in this game is to, because this game's a little bit harder. So Dishonored 1, every mission pretty much, except for
I
a
can
couple
feel
at the
something
end,
moving closer.
every single mission had a
Watching.
target, and you would kill the target or you would take them out of commission, not lethally, non-lethally like I did, and then you would go to the next mission. And so each video was basically a mission. But this game's a little different because it's very open-ended. So there's one mission. Usually what it is there's one mission, and then there's like that's just a free roam area with no target, and then there's a mission with a target at the end of that area. That's a whole mission of just the target. And this first mission doesn't show that very well because the very first thing you do is take out a target like I did with Ramsey. And then this is kind of like the quote-unquote secondary mission of free roam. It's just getting my outsider's mark. So my plan is to do, in my videos, I'll do the free roam mission and the mark mission, the target mission, and then I will end the video, and then the next video will be the free roam mission and the target mission. So that's my plan for these videos. It's a little bit harder in Dishonored 2 because the missions aren't as just straightforward. Get this target, go back to base, go out, get the next target, go back to base. It's not as much like that in this game.
Empress Emily Caldwin. I am a friend of your father's from the bad old days. I never expected us to meet. I watched your mother die at the hands of schemers who wanted your little empire. Then you were rescued by a man in a strange mask. I thought that was the end of the excitement. But someone yanked the rug from under your feet. You've lost your throne and your father. And I promise, Delilah won't just give them back. So, what are you prepared to do about it? Your Imperial Majesty? And are you clever enough to do it without spilling a river of blood? I asked Corvo those questions 15 years ago. This is the moment that changed him. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so we're gonna accept the Outsider's Mark. This is another thing I do plan on eventually doing a playthrough with no powers. I've never, if I'm being completely honest, I've never done a playthrough of either Dishonored with no powers, and I think it would be so much fun. Especially like a no powers mode, ghost non-lethal. I think that would be so much fun. For this, we're gonna accept the Outsider's Mark. It is also canonical that she accepts the Outsider's Mark. Um, I've read into the canon a little bit, and I've seen like what a full canon playthrough is of this game. I don't like it too much because parts of it are lethal and parts of it are not, and I think that's interesting. But I wanted to do what I did in the first game, where I did full non-lethal and as ghost as possible, and you can't do that if you do canonical, but I wanted to keep it kind of canonical in that I wanted to use the powers and I wanted to play as Emily. And that's partially because it was canon, but also partially because I wanted to do a playthrough with Emily. Because it's different than like new game, new person, you know? Like Dishonored 1 we played as Corvo and we used all of his powers. And then in Dishonored 2 we're gonna play as Emily and use all of her powers. So yeah, that's just my copium. But anyways, let's accept the Outsider's Mark.
It burns from the inside. I feel like I'm standing at the edge of something. All the stories.
So this
They're
is
true.
this is her version of Blink.
Incredible.
It's like a grappling hook.
This is how I'm going to save my father and reclaim the throne.
Oh no, no, no. So this is the statue of Corvo. I forgot to show you guys in the throne room, but this is him. This is what he looks like. He gets turned to stone by Delilah after getting his mark taken away, his outsider's mark taken away. So that's why we're playing as Emily. If you played as Corvo, Emily would be the one stuck in stone, and you'd be playing as Corvo. Corvo has the exact same powers in this game as he did in the original, which I think is a really cool touch. But I just wanted to, you know, do something fresh. It's a fresh playthrough, fresh game,
Corvo
fresh
mentioned
powers,
being
you know?
here once.
And we're going to pick up the old trusty heart.
Know you. Do you remember? It's been so long, and you've been through so much. Even as an echo of myself, it's good to know you're there.
Mother? You're here, but you're not here. In my hand, but somewhere else.
Only the last of my essence, with you for a while. If only I could reach across this great expanse and take you into my arms. But I have this to offer. My gift and my curse. Summon me to your hand, and I will guide you when I can.
One other really nice thing about this game, I'm pretty sure you couldn't do it in Dishonored 1, I don't quite remember, but you can lock the position of runes and stuff that you're going for with the heart, so you can put the heart away and use your powers. There's Delilah.
Who is Delilah, really? How could she?
And
I
these
don't
are all
understand.
of the people we're probably going to be murdering in this game. All of the bad people who are trying to take my throne. That was a close one. Wow.
There's no one quite like Delilah. I watched her pull herself up from blood and filth, until she was in a position to steal from the wisest scholars in the Empire. Survival and ambition, art and magic, with a cunning that makes fawning sycophants of those around her, all of it leading to what you saw at Dunwall Tower. Delilah's playing the long game. She took all the abuse the world could deal out, and now she has a crown. But I'll let you in on a secret. She's got her eyes set on a much greater prize.
Okay. So we're going to do the introduction to the next mission, and then that's going to be the end of the video. because this is when we get into the first free roam section, followed by target mission. So yeah, we have the
When I was
powers
10
now.
years old, bored with my lessons, I dreamed about sword fighting and sailing the ocean. Now I'm realizing that the world is stranger than I ever imagined. Everything I know has been turned on its head, but I'm dealing with it the best I can. When you look at the great jeweled map at Dunwall Tower, Karnaca is the southernmost port in the Empire. A fat, red ruby. That's how I always thought of it. Up close, the city smells like the ocean and strange spices. Up close, it's a tangled story of blood and ambition. The birthplace of my father. Megan Foster is a stranger, but there's something that makes me want to trust her, despite her guarded disposition. She got me out of Dunwall, and I need answers. Delilah and the Duke made me look like a murderer, using the Crown Killer to butcher my political adversaries. They took what was mine, and I'm gonna get it back.
Alrighty. Okay, I think this is a good finish to the mission. I'll run through her powers real quick because I did say that they're new. So I just want to run through them and give you guys an idea of what we're going to be going through. So all these are pretty much the same. There's a couple of different ones that do different things now. A little bit more options on certain things. So in the original game, there was Shadow Kill, which turns unaware enemies to ash as they die. And it's exactly the same. This one turns all enemies, not just unaware enemies. And then this one transforms enemies killed in combat into bloodflies, which is the new versions of rats for this game. But for powers, we have Far Reach, which is basically Blink. We're going to get this one because it lets us pull objects, but we're getting it so that we can get this one next, which pulls enemies towards you and kill or incapacitate them in midair. And it says not stealthy, which seems like a massive negative for our playthrough, but I know for a fact that there is a bone charm fairly early in the game that makes this move stealthy. So it is stealthy when you use it. So that's kind of the plan here. Just for now, at least. And I should have gotten Dark Vision. I just realized Dark Vision's the one you guys saw me use almost the entire game last game, because it's or in Dishonored 1, because it's very necessary for stealth playthroughs. It shows you where enemies are through walls and stuff. And then there's Shadow Walk, which is really cool. You assume a stealthier form where you like crawl across the ground. If you get too close to enemies, they are aware of you, and it arouses suspicion. But there's multiple different options. So like one of them, the first version is you can assassinate or incapacitate one enemy before returning to normal form. And then you can get an upgrade that lets you do 2, and you can get an upgrade that lets you do 3 before you turn back to normal form. Then there's Shadow Run, which makes you move faster while you're in your stealthier form, and you can move through rat tunnels when you're in your stealthier form. And then she has we'll start with the first one again. My bad. So Far Reach is like Blink, but it's a grapple. So depending on how observant your enemies are, they can still see you through it. But other than that, it's almost exactly like Blink. You just pull yourself to an area instead of teleporting to it. So there is travel time instead of just blinking to that area. And then there's Domino, which is a really nice one. You link human targets so they die or fall unconscious together. You can link, there's upgrades to link multiple people. You start with only being able to link 2 people, and then you can get 3, and then you can get 4 people that you can link. And when you link one person with like 3 other people, what you can do is then if you knock out that one of those people, all of them get knocked out. Or if you kill one, all of them get killed. But for us, it would be knocking out. And then there's Mesmerize, which is basically, it's kind of like in other stealth games where you throw a coin. It's just a distraction, basically. It absorbs them into, it like captivates them so they can do nothing but stare at it. So it's really nice for distractions. And then there's Doppelganger, which lets you summon a shade of yourself to attract enemies. So she's definitely a lot more stealthy right out the gate. There's a lot of stuff you can get that makes her super stealthy. But there's just a lot of creative things you can do with her powers, which is one of the reasons I want to play as her, because I've done playthroughs with her, but I've never delved super deep into it. Like usually I would upgrade this a kind of a bit. I'd max dark vision and then I would just get like Domino, or I was never a huge fan of it, but I like it because during this playthrough of having to be non-lethal, I'm gonna have to get creative with her powers. But yeah, that's a breakdown of her powers. The passive, the enhancements or passive abilities are all pretty much, they're virtually the same. They have some different things, like this one, instead of when you get the last upgrade, instead of when you kill an unaware enemy, they turn to bloodflies instead of rats, like they did in the first game. Because in this game, that's the new plague, is bloodflies instead of rats. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. We got our trusty crossbow right there waiting for us in the next video. And we're going to go to Karnaca, and we'll see where things go from there. But thank you for watching. Have a good day, guys.